अवतार मेहर बाबा की
बाबा की
जय।
जय।
अवतार मेहर
मेहर बाबा की जय।
अवतार मेहर
मेहर
बाबा की
बाबा की
जय।
जय।
Betty, you want to do beloved God's prayer for all of us?
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
Beloved God, help us all to love you more and more and more and more and still yet more until we become worthy of union with you. And help us to hold fast to your Dhamman until the very end. Atar Meher Baba Ki Jai.
Jai Baba, Jai Baba, Jai Baba.
Go ahead, Pratap ji. Over to you.
Last prayer which Baba had given around 1959 or so. The translations of this prayer, there is much of, what should I say, a point of argument on that. But we are not going to do that today, but some other time, because all the translations, either in Hindi or in Marathi, they change the meaning. They change the very basic spirit of that prayer which Baba had given. And I had a very strong argument with GSA Murthy. That argument was in Amritsar. We had gone there for some program. One of our close friends was there, and then I had a very hot argument with GSN Murthy. Somehow I could not agree with him, and I had my own opinion about that. Anyway, that is not a subject for today. No controversy today. We'll just have continue to talk about our Mahabaleshwar program. Just before I start for the further story, I would again emphasize that many of the people inadvertently call it as a darshan program. 16th October is a darshan program. It is not a darshan program. One should not make that mistake. Baba was in new life. It was not a darshan program, and one may call it as a meeting. We were supposed to sit there, listen to whatever happened there, the sermon which was given. Also, Baba had said about his past days of the new life, and just to listen to that, more nothing more than that. And ultimately, there was the offering of money for Baba's further program, and that was allowed by Meher Baba. That was one of the important point in this program. Anyway, this the only thing that I wanted to emphasize that is not a darshan program. That's all. Now, in the month of December of the same month in 1915, we received a very loving invitation from Meher Baba, the Poona Bhajan Mandali. Baba wanted the Poona Bhajan Mandali to perform, and the program was in Mahabaleshwar at the same place, the place which is called this is what that is very difficult with me. Anyway, at that place,
Is it Aga Khan's bungalow? No.
Aga Khan bungalow, but there is some name of that bungalow.
Ah, okay.
That I will tell. It come to mind out. So some hall. So Baba had called this Poona Bhajan Mandali, and we received a message through. In fact, we had Dr. Gani with us. We had Gadekar with us. So through the Gadekar, we received the message that Baba was the Poona Bhajan Mandali to perform before Baba, perform for Baba. And everybody was, not one can imagine that how happiness you would have got by receiving that message. And the restriction was that only the Bhajan Mandali should attend this program, only Bhajan Mandali. That was the restriction. And we were asked to send everybody's, it's a small picture, your photo, and along with that a short profile as to what is the name, how old he is, and there were no ladies, just mind well. There were only gents. And then what he does, whether he is studying or whether he is working, and some short profile about everybody, every one of us. In this group, the old life person, Dr. Vijay Gadekar, in fact, he was not qualified for attending this program along with us. But then, just before that, he had started participating in the bhajan singing. Mr. Gadekar, the senior Gadekar, he has participated. He used to participate in the bhajan singing, and in this program, he took a stand that he is one of the members of the bhajan mandali, and accordingly, he also accompanied us. So, when this short information was sent to Baba, Baba had made marks on two pictures, stating that either of these two will stay with me for 10 days. That was the message which was circulated to us. And everybody was, in fact, very happy to receive that message, because it was happiness for us that one of our persons, one member of our Bhajan Mandali, he is going to stay with Baba for 10 days. That was happiness all we felt. And the person who were marked, where one was Madhusudan and another was Narendra Thade, the third brother of Thades. So he was a member of the singing party, very, very important, I mean, main member of the Bhajan Mandali. So these two were marked, and with the instructions that one of them will have to stay with Baba for 10 days. And then very happily, we started from Pune, and we can imagine that how happy we were feeling that we are going to perform before Baba. In fact, all that, the whole picture comes to my mind when I'm describing this to you. We started by the first bus from Pune and reached Mahabaleshwar at about 11 o'clock or so. And we were accommodated in the same lodge as we were accommodated at the time of attending the 16th October meeting. The same lodge. The name of the lodge was Sahastra Buddhi Lodge. Sahasrabudhi was the name of the proprietor. A very nice person. She was a Baba lover. And she had also a lodge in Pune. The lodge in Mahabaleshwar was a very simple lodge, old time, old walls of made out of a mud, bricks and mud, very thick walls. And for the sleeping, we were sleeping on the floor. There were no cots, nothing of that sort. We were sleeping on the floor. So very simple. But there was one well very deep down. The water was very deep down, and we had to fetch water from that with a bucket from that well. And it was very cold, very cold. Mahabaleshwar was a hilly station, and it was the month of December. You can imagine how cold it must be. And we are given instructions, prior instruction, that we should carry warm clothes with us. I was a student. In fact, I had no sufficient warm clothes. That is apart. That subject apart. We had a warmth of that happiness to be with Baba. That was enough for us. Anyway, on the day of the program, just prior to that program, a day prior to that program, Baba had held a trial session. It was called as trial session. And perhaps it was the purpose must have been to make the young boys comfortable in the presence of Baba. That may be the purpose. Because when this trial session was held, Baba was very casual with us. He was sitting in a very simple wooden chair. And for us, the carpets were spread and we were all sitting around Baba. And one by one, everyone was introduced to Baba. Calling out the name, the person will stand up, go close to Baba, and he will be introduced to Baba. When my turn came, Baba abruptly asked me whether you will stay with me for 10 days. It was a happy shock for me. But then the natural answer was, yes, Baba, yes, Baba. Without thinking about anything, I said, yes, Baba. Very happily, I said, yes, Baba. Baba, it seemed that Baba's eyes showed that he was very happy to look at me. I was the youngest one from that group. And Baba was very lovingly looking at me and said that will stay with me. And I said, yes, Baba. Then about my school, Baba asked, what about your school? I said, in fact, I was staying there that time in a hostel. And the superintendent of the hostel was Mr. L.B. Thade. He was also sort of a group head for us, for our Bhajan Mandali. All the organization of programs he used to look after. So he was there, right there. And for me to say yes was no hesitation from my side, because the person who could take objection by staying, he was right there, and he was a very staunch Baba lover. And there was no question of he saying no. But then Baba said, what about school? And I said to Baba, as it is a period of year ending, and then we have annual social gathering in our school. It goes on for about 3-4 days, and there are no studies during this day. There are different programs, different competitive games, field games like hockey and cricket or something. So this is a day of enjoyment, get together and enjoyment, and there are some talks also. So we had that session, and I told Baba that even if I remain absent from my school, my teachers won't mind because they are not classes are not trying. But Baba said nothing doing. You have to go back along with these people, and after a week you can return back to stay with me. Baba had specifically asked me that I should take permission from my headmaster, not even a class teacher. Baba had said that you take permission from the headmaster, telling him that I am called by Meher Baba to stay with him for 10 days and I won't leave for 10 days. You have to make it very clear to headmaster and then come back. And accordingly, Baba instructed Mr. Thade to arrange to send me after a week to send me back to Mahabaleshwar. And then during that session, it was a trial session. During that session, every member of the Bhajan Mandali was asked to sing a song. Every member. Now, we were included in that. We had our turn. I also sang one song, very favorite song which I used to sing. At other places also I sang that song. And Mr. Narendra Thade, she was little shy of singing before Baba. And Baba gave a very sort of a option for him. Baba said, you are feeling shy to sing before me. Now you imagine that all these sitting here, they are your own people. Everyone, including myself, all are my own people. And you can freely sing. Or else you can think that there is no one around me. I am all alone. Just imagine that you are all alone and then sing. That is what, Mr. Thade, Narendra Thade was encouraged to sing before Baba and then he sang. His voice was very good voice, a very good singer, and he sang before Baba, but very shy. So he sang before Baba. Madhusudan also sang before some other people also. They were also tabla players and dholak ram. They were also there. So there is no question of their singing. But then those who were singers, they sang before Baba. And that trial session was over. And while returning to our lodge, everybody was actually in a dancing mood, including Mr. Gadekar. He was a hefty fellow, but including Mr. an elderly person, also very respectable person, but including him, everybody was in a dancing mood because one of our group members was to stay with Baba for 10 days. That is I. And then we went to the lodge. There is another fortune that we had during that time is that all the companions, Mere Baba's companions in new life, male companions, they used to come to that lodge for taking food. This was the arrangement made already. Even other times, they were taking their food at.
Pratap ji, Yeah, you are muted. We cannot hear you for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I did it accidentally. I'm not sure.
You have missed some talk?
No, just probably
No.
not much.
Okay.
I mean, just a second.
Thank you. So, on that day of meeting, we got up early in the morning. You see, we were not provided with hot water, so we all took in that cold. We took cold water bath, just pouring water on, taking out water from the well and pouring on your body. That was the bath we were taking. And then two of those people, the first marked Narendra Thade and Madhusudan, they were called in advance. And then the other group had to follow. So when they went there, they were standing outside the gate. And inside, there was a small function of all the ladies around Baba. As you know, Mani was the one who used to entertain Baba with some dramatic performance or something of that sort. And they were doing that, and these boys, two boys, were waiting outside. They were kept outside. And something was going on inside. And then after some time, we also reached there, and Florence Hall, that name of the hall is Florence Hall. So in that Florence Hall, the meeting, the program started. Baba was sitting on a what should I call it, a coach, very comfortably, and ladies were behind the curtain. We were all sitting around Baba, and one after the other started singing Baba. Now there were two main singers in that group. One is Madhusudan. He had composed his own song. So he was in fact singing his own song, own composed songs, beautiful songs. In the early times, his songs have been inspired by the talks by Dr. Ghani. On every subject, practically on every subject, Dr. Ghani would give a talk that this boy, he was a young boy. He will compose a song. That had been for more than around 1 year or so. This process of Dr. Ghani giving a talk and then Madhusudan composing a song. And another person was one Ramchandra Gaikwad. He was from Hyderabad. He was staying in Bolaram. You must be knowing about Bolaram. Prakash must be knowing about Bolaram. So in Bolaram, he was staying there, and he used to rent he used to sing Ramayana with commentary, with sort of a discussion. And he had a very good voice, very sonorous voice, very sweet and sonorous voice, and he used to do that singing Ramayana before people. And he had a lot of stock of beautiful, very sweet bhajans composed by saintly personalities like Saint Meera, then Tulsidas, then Surdas, and Kabir. All these people, these songs, he used to sing songs, and they are very meaningful songs, very meaningful songs. In fact, this was a two distinct subject. Madhusudan would sing Baba songs, which has been composed by himself. They were on Meher Baba. And Ramchandra Gaikwad, he had a stock of bhajans by saintly personalities, and he will sing that song. Both were equally good, and Baba had enjoyed that. And when after quite some time, one incident which I have forgotten to tell you is that, as you know, that in this Bhajan Mandali, the senior members, especially Dr. Gani, used to come and give talks. And especially on Sunday there used to be a program, a, a program in the morning time. All the other programs used to be in the evening time, but then on Sunday they used to be in the morning time. And for that morning program, it was in Bandeli's house, Bandeli family's house. There, Khak Sahib used to come. Bailey Rani also used to come, but the Khawkhas was quite regular in attending that program. And here in the hostel, Khak Sahib used to come occasionally, but there he was very regular. And you know, Khak Sahib, he had very important person in Baba's group. When when we were preparing for this, going for this bhajan program to Mahabaleshwar, the program was on 25th of December. On 20th of December, Khak came to Mr. Thade, the one who organized this program. Mr. His name was Lakshmikant Thade. So he comes to Lakshmikant Thade and gives a paper in his hands and told him that this is a song composed by me. Ask Madhusudan to set it to tune. And as and when you get chance to sing before Baba, that was the request which was made by him. Thade took that paper, it was in Urdu. And after, say, 20th, very after one day in between, Khak Sahib passed away. What is a very, very touching story, in fact, about Khak Sahib. He passed away. We came to know about it, and we feel very sad about it because he was so very silent person, very silently. He used to talk very less. Practically, no. All that talking business was with Dr. Ghani. Certain times we made this anyway. So the main business was talking was with Dr. Ghani, and Khak used to sit quiet, very nice person, very loving person. His personality was also like that. One would like to be in his company. That was his personality. Now, when he passed away, we attended his funeral. I think there had been a rains, and when we went to that burial ground, the area was Padamji Park. When we went there, it was all muddy. They have dug a ditch where the body is to be placed. It was to be buried, and it was all muddy all around. The people were not able to stand steadily. And I still remember the whole scene is before my eyes. That body was lifted and placed in that ditch, and it was covered very with. We feel sorry about this happening just before we go to Baba's program. And because he passed away, Thade remembered about that paper which Khak had given to him. He took that paper, it was in Urdu. He took that paper to Dr. Ghani. Dr. Ghani read that poetry and see that such a nice person. Oh, very much thankful for showing this picture to me. So Khak Sahib, so Dr. Ghani read that and he took a pause and said, what a wonderful poetry it is. It looks like, it seems that Khak has seen Baba in his Baba's real form. So this was when we were in Pune, and when thereafter we went to Mahabaleshwar. We went to Mahabaleshwar, and one after the other the songs were going on. And believe me, we were not supposed to. We're not supposed to make any mention about the old life people, not even mentioning the name. Leave aside mentioning this about Khak's passing away. It was not the subject to be discussed before Baba, not even to refer to this subject. But then, because that paper was given to us, that song was given to us, Madhusan took that paper. She had already set it to tune. The first two lines, very touching lines, very touching. What he says is, मेरी जिंदगी को देख कर हैरत हुई दुनिया मेरा दिल चीर कर देखे तो निकले हीर के टुकड़े. My God, what emotional lines he had written. मेरी जिंदा दिल को देखकर हैरत हुई है दुनिया मेरा दिल चीर कर देखे तो निकले कीर के टुकड़े. जिंदा दिली means cheerfulness. When that expression of cheer, people used to look on my face. People were taken by surprise because the way I was leading my life was altogether different from that cheerfulness. It shows that Khaksai was in a tough time. In spite of that, he says that Meri zinda dili ko dekar hayrat hui, the people were wondered as to how I can remain so very cheerful in spite of the misery. That is apart. But how this man can be so very cheerful? Next line he says, मेरा दिल चीर कर देखे तो निकले तीर के टुकड़े. When they have cut open my heart, what they found is the pieces of arrows which my beloved had pierced in my heart. In these two lines were sung before Baba. Baba stopped and I may say that Baba went in a pensive mood, as if he was lost somewhere, as if he was lost somewhere far away from that place. The whole situation, I still feel that everything stands still. Baba is lost somewhere, and we are all just sitting very quiet without even making any movement. We are sitting there, and after about 3-4 minutes, Baba just moved his arms on his face like this and gestured like this. He gestured like this. Now, Baba has gestured like this. We thought, and still we think that was the gesture that he has come to me. Khak has come to me. No name was mentioned either by us or by Baba. He has simply did like this, moving his palm on his eyes, face, and then doing this. So doing this, we thought that Baba is just saying that he has come to me. Many years after, my son, eldest son, Prashant, he raised a question about our interpretation of Baba's gesture. What he said is that Baba was in new life. And Baba saying that he has come to me is not defeating to that new life conditions. As a God, he can say that he has come to me. But since Baba was on the level of the ordinary seeker, that saying that he has come to me is not, befitting to that Baba's role in the new life. But then still I feel that Baba has gestured that he has come to me. During that, though I was too young then, but all the elder people, they also interpreted that gesture in the same way as I am telling you today. And then Baba heard this whole ghazal quietly, every stanza quietly. He sung the whole ghazal and he heard the whole ghazal. And immediately thereafter, one ghazal, when Khak Sahib's ghazal was shown to Dr. Ghani, Dr. Ghani composed another song. Perhaps to compensate with this sad mood. Dr. Ghani had composed a song which was full of taunts, taunting to Mere Baba. अभी अभी दिन था, अभी अभी रात है, किस्मत के चक्कर में कुदरत का हाथ है. Now today, if you feel
What-
like, I will
yeah.
sing the ghazal.
What did- Pratap, what did that last
Yes.
line you said, what did it mean? What was in English, the meaning? Gani's line, you said it in maybe Urdu, I don't know. But
इंग्लिश मध्ये सांग. आता तुम्ही जे सांगितलं
in English, what?
Ganesh ghazal.
Yeah, yeah.
I should read.
Yeah, please.
I was thinking of singing that ghazal by Khan Sahib. I was thinking of singing that. Now
that's a beautiful one. I think if you can share that, that would be great.
So, what we do now, I think we will be able to, may not cross the time, because now I sing ghazal by Khak Sahib first, and thereafter I will sing the ghazal by Rahim. Then we'll.
Good, thank you.
मेरी जिंदगी खूने फिर हैरत हुई है दुनिया मेरा दिल चीर कर देखे तो निकले तीर के टुकड़े तुर पर तुझको जाके देख लिया 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 होश अपना गवा देख लिया होश अपना गवा देख लिया देखना था तुझे बहर सूरत देखना था तुझे बहर सूरत अपनी हस्ती मिटा के देख लिया अपनी हस्ती मिटा के देख लिया अपनी हस्ती मिटा के देख लिया उन्हें अपना जमाने खुद आया उन्हें अपना जमाने खुद आया शक्ल इंसान में आके देख लिया शक्ल इंसान में आके देख लिया शक्ल इंसान में आके देख लिया. I just read out the particular stanza. Is a beautiful stanza. तूने अपना जमाले खुद आरा तूने अपना जमाले खुद आरा शक्ल इंसान में आके देख लिया. The meaning is you have to take human form and descend on earth to see your own beauty and glory. It's a beautiful expression. God to see his own glory. He takes a human form, come on this earth, and looks at his Leela. What a beautiful meaning it is.
Wow.
साहस है तेरा गदा साहस है गदा तेरा शान अपनी घटा के देख लिया शान अपनी घटा के देख लिया शान अपनी घटा के देख लिया शब मेरा कहत को अहमद ने शब मेरा को अहद को अहमद ने शब मेरा अहद को अहमद ने बुरखाए में उठा के देख लिया बुरखाए में उठा के देख लिया This Shabe Mehraj, I have in fact discussed this particular aspect in many of the Mohammedan people, especially the Sufis. When they hear these words Shabe Mehraj, they become silent because that seems to be a time when the curtain of your ignorance is removed and you see God face to face. Perhaps Lord Muhammad must have been the one who must have got realization on that particular time, particular moment. So Shabe Mehraj Ahad ko Ahmad nahi. Ahad means unlimited, one who has got no bound, no limit. Ahad ko had. Ahad means doesn't have had, doesn't have limitation, unlimited one. Ahad ko Ahmad ne. Ahmad means it's a man, it's an individual person. It's a name of a person, Ahmad. If you remove ma from that Ahmad, what remains is Ahad. So Shabe, and what is that ma? Ahmad, in that Ahmad, what is that ma? Ma is your own ego, limited ego. If you remove that, you see Ahad. If you remove that, what remains is Ahad. That is the unlimited one. Ahmad means individual personality. When you remove that ma, you achieve to that Ahad. It's a beautiful expression.
Beautiful, really beautiful. Thank you. I never realized that. I heard this song so many times, but never. Yeah.
I see. शब मेराज है देखो अहमद ने बुरखाए में उठा के देख लिया बुरखाए veil has been removed, veil of self. बुरखाए में उठा के देख लिया आगे अपनी जुबान ही खुलती, आगे अपनी जुबान ही खुलती, आगे अपनी जुबान ही खुलती, हर से मतलब पे आके देख लिया, हर से मतलब पे आके देख लिया. What more do I say now? What more did I say now? I become speechless and my tongue gets tied up. I have already arrived at the word that contains all the meaning. हर के मतलब पे आके देख लिया. I have achieved that word which contains the entire meaning of life, whatever it may say. And the last stanza. शेवए आशिकी शेवए आशिकी नहीं है खेल, शेवए आशिकी नहीं है खेल, खाक ने दिल लगा के देख लिया, खाक ने दिल लगा के देख लिया. The game of love is not everybody's business. Game of love is not everybody's business. And Khak says, I have experienced that business of love. I have undergone that agony of love.
Beautiful, beautiful.
What Khak Sahib's ghazal.
One of the best ghazals, yeah, beautiful. One of the best ghazals, I said.
Yes, yes,
Who-
yes,
who
yes,
wrote-
yes, yes.
Who wrote it? Who wrote
Yes,
that?
very much.
ghazal?
It is by Khak Sahib. Khak Sahib.
Khak Sahib, yes, it is by Khak Sahib.
Khak Sahib. Can you write it, Prakash?
I would just give one incident in Guruprasad concerning to Khak Sahib. One incident to Guruprasad Baba was referring to Khak Sahib, the life of Khak Sahib. Khak Sahib in the Mandile Meem period and even thereafter, Khak Sahib has done much for Baba. Very important responsibility he has taken upon himself, especially the writing the Urdu life story of Upasni Maharaj. That was done by Khak Sahib. And in Guruprasad, once when we sitting before Baba, Baba referred to Khak Sahib and said, Khak is receiving very meager amount from me for his maintenance. It was around 25 rupees or so. But that person has never complained about it, has never uttered a word of complaint against this. He is very silently managing the whole thing. Must be doing something else, but then about his condition, miserable condition, has never uttered a word about it. This is the appreciation which Baba had given in Guruprasad for Khak Sahib.
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
Pratap,
yes, please.
this Khak Sahib, he was one of the Mandali. Did he spend a lot of time with Meher Baba or what?
Did he spend a lot of time with Meher Baba, Khak Sahib?
He spent quite a good time.
Uh,
He was there in Mandile-Meem, the whole period of Mandile-Meem. And thereafter, during Baba's new life, 50, he passed away. So that is a continuous period. It is a continuous period. He was in Pune. He had come in Baba's contact. You see, we know that Baba Jan, all these people were attached to Baba Jan. They naturally so. Baba Jan had such a personality that many Mohammedans were attached to Baba Jan, including Dr. Ghani. Apart from Mohammedans, even the Hindus were going to Baba Jan. So Baba Jan's personality was such in Pune that people were attracted towards her. And through her, they have come to Meher Baba.
Yeah.
So there is a continuity of there with Baba.
In Manzili Meme, the man, his last name was Sahib, that ended Meher Baba, got Meher Baba as
Yes,
Baba's
yes,
name. But is he related to this Sahib? Are they related? Brothers?
No, you're talking about Syed Sahib.
Yeah.
Syed Sahib.
Syed Sahib,
She is
Syed
asking if Syed
See,
Sahib and Khak Sahib are related.
I do not know they are related. I do not know whether they are related. But Syed Sahib was in Nashik. Syed Sahib was in Nashik. You see, that was the period after Baba meeting with Baba Jan, after that kiss and Baba going into that state where he was not on his own. He was just in that state for about 11 months. And during that, when he was coming to consciousness, at that time, all these people have come in Baba's contact. See, Meherman going out of track, family track, he diverted from that family affairs. And he had taken another track going towards God. He had become God then. And in that track, so many Mohammedans have come in Baba's contact. There was one Munshi Abdul Rahman who was in Pune. He was working with the military store. He was a storekeeper. That person was an elderly person. In that picture, he is there. Munshi Abdul Rahman. One of the very important person because he was very much attached to Meher Baba. Now, Baba's father, he had told him, he had given him some work for which he had to go to that military store. Believe me, the description that when this young boy went there, before the elderly person, as Munshi Abdul Rahman, he was an elderly person. When he sees this boy, he gets up, stands up with respect. That was Meher Baba's personality. The natural action. He stands up to attend to this young boy. But thereafter he becomes follower of Meher Baba. An elderly person as of Munshi Abdul Rahman, he become follower of Meher Baba. And this Syed Sahib, he was in Nashik. when Baba had gone to for a seclusion in that hill where Upasnya Maharaj was sitting there. Baba had done the seclusion there. When Sayyid Sai was attending to Baba personally, when Baba was sitting in that place where Upasnya Maharaj had sat in for 11 months, Upasnya Maharaj was sitting there. And Baba chose the same place for his seclusion. And when Baba was sitting there, every day the job of Sayyid Sai was, he was made a small hut there, close to Baba's cave. Every day he would go down, take milk for Baba and bring it to Baba. And on the last day when Baba came out of that cave, Sayyid Sai was shocked to see Baba's face. My God, he thought that this name which is given to Merwan Seth. Seth means the moneyed person, a person having money. Yes.
Businessman.
Seth.
Yeah.
Merwan Seth. So he said that this is not a name for Merwan. And he was staying there. And then he thought of changing that name. And for that function was held in Nashik. All the Pune people were called, invited, and they all gathered together. And everybody suggested name. Some suggested Meru Baba, some said this and that, and then ultimately came to Meru Baba, suggested by Sayyid Sai himself.
Wow.
Which was thereafter adopted for Meru Baba with the right name. Meher means the grace. Meher means the grace. That is the story of Sayyid Sai. Sayyid Sai was very good-natured person. That we have not seen. We have not seen Sayyid Sai. We have not even seen Munshi Abdul Rahman. All these people we have not seen. We have only from that group we have seen Khak Sahib, Dr. Gani, and yes, these two.
I want to ask you this Urdu, like who learns Urdu? Ghani knew Urdu. Baba liked poetry in Urdu. What is that taught in school? Who learns Urdu? Is it a language of privilege? Because it's a very special language. Where do they learn it? Did they learn
No,
it?
I mean, see, it's a language spoken by a lot of with Islamic background, Muslim, all Muslims speak Urdu. All the Muslims speak Urdu. That's a native language.
Yeah.
With Baba, with us, now she has opened the topic of Baba using a language. Of course, the language which they were used with other people, with his Baba's followers, it was all mixed language. I tell you, with the moment his Baba would say in Urdu and Hindi, but with Patil and other Marathi people, Baba will speak in Marathi. And Baba was very expert in Marathi. Believe me, in our time also, we always converse with Baba in Marathi. Whatever Baba wants to ask, he will ask in Marathi, and we will answer in Marathi.
So is it one more question? The song Ishtiyake, is that in Urdu? Ishtiyake?
I think it is Urdu. Pratapji, Ishtiyake, that song, that's Urdu, right? That language?
Sorry, what?
Ishtiyake, that one.
Dr. Ganesh song?
Yeah, no, that is Huma's song. Ishtiyake Shok. That song, Huma Ghazal.
Yeah.
That's
Yes, that is in Urdu.
yeah.
Urdu, yeah.
That is in Urdu. Yes,
Yeah.
that is in Urdu.
Thank you. Yeah. But Pratap, but you didn't say much about this guy. I'm always after, Ghani had that humor, so he wrote that song, but you said very little. Maybe next time you could say more about
Yes.
that song, because we need humor. We need humor during
Yes,
the
yes, yes.
manifestation.
That
We
is
need
true. That is
humor.
true. Yes.
And we can get it from Ghani, because even Baba said no one could do what Ghani was doing for him. That was in 1951.
See, because of the story of Khak Sahib, we also have gone in a pensive mood. In fact,
Yeah. Yeah.
Now whether our time is also over, so about the further changing of mood from pensive mood to happy and mischievous mood, we may take it next time if you all agree to that.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, we'll do that. So
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was a beautiful ghazal. Beautiful.
Yeah.
That you sang.
And one request, I forgot your daughter's name. I mean, I've seen her all the time. Pratapji,
That sings, the one that sings.
your daughter's name.
Jyoti Sanga, Jyoti.
Jyoti, one request. Next time when Pratapji sings, can you enable original sound? If you want to know how to do it, I can tell you later. But if you can enable original sound, then the song and the music both will come pretty well. So next time we can do that.
Yes.
Okay. So we will take a few minutes next time before we start off to enable the original sound.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Pratapji. Wow, what a beautiful sharing that was. It's just unbelievable. I mean, such detail, and that's so beautiful. And particularly Khak Sahib Ghazal was just the world. Yeah. Thank you. Jai Baba. So let's all say Avatar Meher Baba Jai, and then we'll Avatar Meher
Meher Baba
Ki
Jai.
Avatar Meher Baba
Meher
Ki
Baba ki Jai.
Avatar Meher.
Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai.
Thank you.
Jai Baba. Jai Baba. Jai Baba. Jai Baba. Jai Baba.
Uh-huh.